My name is Arvinder Kaur, Assistant Professor. Today we will discuss the difference between measurement, assessment and evaluation. If you like my video, kindly subscribe my channel Teachers Wisdom. So today in this video we will discuss the concept of measurement, assessment and evaluation, and what is the difference between measurement, assessment and evaluation. Basically, measurement, evaluation and assessment are closely related to each other, but they are not synonyms. There are lots of misconceptions that all these terms can be used in the replacement of each other, but or these are interchangeable, but that is not right. There is a minor difference between all these three terms. So what is measurement? Measurement means to determine the quantitative aspect of something with the help of standardized instrument, like how tall, hot, cold, fast or heavy something is. So basically, measurement means when you are measuring something in the form of some attribute. For example, if you are measuring the height of a person, then you will use inches, or you will measure the height in inches or in centimeter. So that is called measurement, the thing you are measuring. It refers to the process which the attributes or dimension of some object or phenomenon are quantified. One of the most important thing for measurement is that measurement is always measured in quantity. It is quantitative. Its result will be come in some quantity. Like if I say my weight is 56 kgs, so 56 is the quantity. Next is, it can be measured in the form of score, number or marks. As I already said, when you are scoring child's examination paper, while checking the paper, you give them some score, you number, and in the end the result comes in the form of number. Like for example, from 100 a child is getting 79 or 80 marks, so that 80 marks is the measurement of that child in that particular subject. Measuring any aspect is to state the particular attribute. Attribute is what? Attribute is basically a unit. For example, age, height, length, time, all these are attributes. In terms of quantity is expressed through, and quantity is expressed through the number of unit of measurement. So in measurement, just you have to memorize, you have to learn, you have to remember only one thing, that measurement is equal to quantity. So definition of measurement according to Guilford: measurement means a description of data in terms of number. As I already explained you that whatever the data or whatever the result is coming, that result must be mentioned in some score or in some number. According to Thorndike, anything that exists at all exists in some quantity. Anything that exists in some quantity is capable of being measured. So measurement basically means is related to only those things which can be measured, which can be measurable. Concept of assessment. Assessment is a process by which information is obtained relative some known objective or goal. First we have to understand this thing, what is assessment. Assessment is to judge someone. Assessment means to assess someone. So how we assess? We assess on the basis of some objective. Here teacher will frame some objective. On the basis of that objective we will assess the child. Like we will frame some question, we will ask them that question, and if the child will answer you, that means he understand your topic easily. So assessment of learning refers to collection of all possible data and evidence with respect of learning of the concept of data. Here is the role of teacher, that she will collect possible data. If she found some problem in the class, why child is not understanding the concept, whether it is related to methodology, whether it is related to skills or teaching aids, or specific problem of the child only. So she will first collect the data, why this problem is occurring. She will diagnose why this problem is occurring. Then assessment is both qualitative as well as quantitative. Assessment will focus on marks also, and assessment will focus on the personality traits of the child also. It focuses on specific issues of learning, like I gave one example, spelling mistake. If a child is continuously doing spelling mistakes in his class, so here teacher will observe why that child is doing that problem, spelling mistakes again and again. Then she will give remedial classes or extra classes, or give the child exercises, so that child will be able to improve the spelling mistakes problem. Then assessment is the process of gathering information about the achievement of a student with reference to some objective or goal. As I told you, specific objective. Up here the specific objective will be the improvement in the spelling mistake. The total focus of the teacher will be on the child's spelling mistake problem. So assessment is both quantitative and qualitative. So in brief, we can say that assessment include marks, learning difficulty of the child, why a child is not able to learn something, as there are many examples, like maybe eyesight is weak, maybe that child is a slow learner, maybe spelling mistake problem, dyslexia problem, many problems can be there. Classroom participation, whether the child is participating in the class or not, interest of the child related to the topic or subject. Pace of learning, pace means speed, how child, every individual is different from each other, so every child pace of learning is different. Some learn things very quickly, and some child took time to learn new concepts. Teamwork is very important to build up the confidence in the child, and other activity of class. So assessment not only focus on marks, assessment focus on the other activities also. Assessment focus on the all round development of the child, not only academic, other CCA development also. Assessment focus on teaching, learning and outcomes. It provide information for improving teaching learning process. Here only child is not improving, here teacher is also improving. If her class is not giving positive feedback to the teacher, then teacher have to improve her methodology, her content explanation method. She have to improve, she have to use ICT in the class, she have to make her class more interesting. So assessment is not just only for students, assessment is for our whole teaching learning process, where teacher is also understanding, or teacher is also assessing their teaching. So next is concept of evaluation. Basically evaluation focus on the change of behavior of the student. The evaluation process ascertains the workability of learning experiences. The term basically evaluation conveys several meaning in education and psychology. The evaluation may be defined as a systematic process of determining the extent to which education objectives are achieved. Here also we are talking about the objective. So whether it is assessment, whether it is evaluation, we have to frame objective first, or on the basis of objective we evaluate or we assess the child. So the term evaluation has come to mean I like it or I dislike it, expression of emotional reaction to program, activities, processes, whatever one has experienced or is experiencing. So evaluation is both quantitative as well as qualitative. It does not restrict itself to measurement and assessment. It goes beyond these concepts and determine the quality of achievement also. It guides the teacher also how he should improve his her skills. It is same as assessment, but assessment is for short time period. Assessment is based on only one objective. If I talk about FA1, so that FA1 formative assessment, that can be called assessment, but evaluation is your summative. The whole year performance can be analyzed can be judged by the teacher. Here also we did not same like assessment, we did not only talk about academic achievement. Here we talk about the other participation of child in other activities, also all round development of the child. So evaluation includes both measurement and assessment. Next is evaluation is equal to quantitative plus qualitative plus value judgment. So one thing is added in this is that value judgment. What is value judgment? When we are judging the child on the basis of some values, some ethics. So value judgment is on the basis of child's behavior, child's role in the class, child response in class, child's marks, improve quality or not, enhance skills of activity which are conducted by the teachers. So all these things are judged by the teacher. Then next is flowchart of evaluation. First, formulate objective. It is important to formulate the objective first, because objective will tell you the direction or path to which you have to follow. Then analyze learning task. You have to understand why you are teaching this topic to the student. Design learning system. Now you will select methodology, teaching aid, whether you will use chart or model or ICT tool in your class for effective and interesting learning. Then implement and evaluate output. Then you will implement your plan in your class and evaluate. You will develop a test and evaluate your child whether that child understand the concept or not. You can frame MCQ questions, one word, short answer, long term, any type of question you can frame. Then if feedback come negative, then you will modify or change or improve your method, your methodology, your skill, your art of teaching, that you will be changing. So this is a continuous process. This is a productive process which will be followed by the teachers. Then now if you understand the basic concept of all three, measurement, assessment and evaluation, it will be very easy for you to understand the difference between measurement, assessment and evaluation. If you like my video, kindly like, subscribe my YouTube channel. So the difference between measurement, assessment and evaluation, as we already discussed, measurement is quantitative, assessment is quantitative plus qualitative, and evaluation is quantitative, qualitative plus value judgment. Measurement, it means to assign number of performances of someone. It means to assign number on the performance of the someone. We will assign the number, as we already discussed, that we will give score or marks to the performance of the student. In assessment, it is a process of recording and communicating the learning of the individual, as I gave you one example of spelling mistake. So here a teacher is continuously observing that child and try to solve his problem. Then evaluation, it means to add value judgment to someone's learning. The child is learning, but in evaluation we are adding some more things by doing different types of activities or child involvement in the class. Main purpose, its purpose is to mark the answer or verbal responses. Basically it's a summative evaluation. The child will get the result and in the end the child will get the result and marks, no scope of improvement. In assessment, its main purpose is to communicate one's achievement as has been. In evaluation, its main purpose is to judge the quality of one's attempt. Then scope, it simplifies, focuses on assigning marks. Assessment, it brings to the notice of concerned person about the status of the attempt and ways and means of further improvement. Evaluation, it also highlights the status of the attempt along with its relationship and some cardinal standard. So in assessment, if you overall see that measurement is only and only related with the score or marks, not focus on the personality development of the child. Assessment is focusing on the development of child as well as on the marks, but assessment is just for short period of time, and evaluation is long period of time, and it take time to evaluate the child, maybe a whole year. Teacher will see the performance of the child, observe the child, then she will evaluate the child on the basis of her observation. Next is nature, not diagnostic as well as judgmental. Here measurement, just the child is learning in the whole academic year, but no role of teacher. Just teacher is teaching the subject, but there is no role of teacher. So teacher is even not diagnosing any problem, even not judging the values of the child. But yes, assessment is diagnostic. As I gave you the example of spelling mistakes, the teacher diagnosed what child is doing spelling mistake again and again. Then evaluation is judgmental. Here we are focusing on marks also. Here we are focusing on development of other activities or development of other behavior in the child. Feedback, provide feedback in the form of marks or scores. Yes, provide feedback on performance and area of improvement. So assessment is just focusing on the improvement. Evaluation, determine the extent to which objectives are achieved. In evaluation, we check that whether your objectives of teaching learning processes are achieved or not. Outcome, it ascertains numerical value of the attempt. You will get result in the form of outcome in the form of numbers. It identifies areas of improvement. Here we will improve the child. It outcome is judgmental in nature. We are judging the child, we are improving the child. Last is process oriented. Yes, measurement is process oriented, assessment is process and product oriented, and evaluation is product oriented. That means something good is developing in the child, the product is coming in a good form. Thank you so much for listening me. If you like my video, kindly share, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.